my own comment because for me, I stand with Simon Ekpa clearly. I want you to know, because I don't hide myself. One, I who is talking to have sub-government of Nigeria in southeast, precisely in the Imo State. Do you hear that a policeman killed a DSS man, name of a non-government? Do you hear that?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that was the early stage.
You saw that? Yes. Before Simon Ekpa emerged, Biafra struggling to join this liberation the way he's doing it now. Before him, Biafran people, Nigeria government or army, are they killing Nigerians already? Are killing Biafrans before he joined?
Absolutely, they were.
Do you know about Mpo massacre?
I know about
Do you hear about Obibo?
I did a piece on that, or many pieces on that as well. Yep.
So a lot of. So why I'm asking, because I am an insider between when it was an IPOB. And did you know that an IPOB, that I am a member of IPOB. Once I am, IPOB means indigenous people of Biafra. Is it what it means?
That's what it means, yeah.
Can you use organization and get a freedom? Or can you use a state, a country, and get a freedom?
Well, I am not a freedom fighter. But yes, you can use an organization.
Fine.
Yes, you can use an organization to possibly get your
for your own understanding.
Yeah.
Yes. Next in Mandela, did they call him a terrorist?
Well, it was called a terrorist, of course.
Fine. Yes. Your brother Sunday Boho, did Nigeria government call him a terrorist when they kidnapped, when they arrested him? Did they do that?
It wasn't called a terrorist.
But what did they call him when he was arrested?
Well, it was called a non-state actor. It was called. Can I ask you some questions too, or I want you to finish asking your own questions? Okay. So, do you still?
No, my own remain. Yes, I have. I have more too. Then before we summarize, then I will allow you to ask me also.
Okay. Okay.
In freedom fighting or self-defense. Self-defense, does it mean you will use empty hand? And when somebody slaps you with a knife, then you use broom and sweep his leg. Is it what it means?
Self-defense just means to defend yourself. And whatever you can use, of course.
Fine. So why I ask this question? I want to understand that for me, who has worked as a commander in Nigeria, that I am among people who run away from Nigeria because I refuse to kill IPOB members. Then I have to run away from Nigeria. I run to the country where I am now. That is me talking to you, because I have seen. Do you know what they tell us?
What?
Every Monday they fuel our motor, give us money. We patrolling on the road, and anybody we see, we flog that person. We date with him and claim that he's an IPOB then that is doing it. The time of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, did you hear when they said that there was a trailer of food items was born in somewhere in Southeast? Do you hear that?
Well, I did hear that, yeah.
Is it Simon and his boy did that thing? Then
I don't think so. You see, I think I have an idea where all these your questions are going. They are kind of like unrelated. But let me ask you something as well.
Okay.
When
go on.
When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that they would go after the invaders, was he referring to the civilians in Igbo land that disobeyed him as enemies? Was he referring to the civilians, or was he referring to?
No,
was he referring to the supposed? Because around that time, was he referring to the Fulani, Hausa Fulani soldiers that were kind of drafted to the eastern Nigeria, or he was referring to civilians, the Igbos?
He's referring to the Nigeria police, not to the Nigeria armies, not even Hausa Fulanis.
Okay, is that the interpretation you finally gave to it, including the Igbos? Because you mean, right?
No, do you know why I said so? Because he called for any Igbo man who is in army and police to resign. Did he do that?
Yeah, he did. He did call them to resign. Yep.
So why did he call for them to resign? Is it not for them not to be killed?
Okay, so and those
is it not for them to kill?
You know, those that didn't, they are like what do you call it? Not civilians. Are they civilians?
Let me use one thing to back you up now on this question.
No, I still have
when
there
was
I still have another one. Even though
no, I am answering you.
Okay, I'm gone.
Yes.
When
yes.
Mandela was called a terrorist by the UK government, it was actually the UK government that called him. It was, in fact, Thatcher that called him a terrorist. Was the ANC at the time, right? Were they killing South Africans because they didn't listen to Mandela?
A lot of in South Africa appetite regime,
because it is a straightforward
people died. People died, but I don't know who killed them. But people died.
Because you asked me that did they call him terrorist? At the time, there's a armed wing. I'll say it to you, hang on. There was an armed wing of the ANC.
Yes.
They were practically going after the whites. Okay?
Yes.
They were going after the whites in South Africa. They were not going after blacks.
Yes.
There were blacks. They were also in support of the apartheid. And there was no record that ANC called them saboteurs, betrayers, or killed them. There's no record. So you're asking me that was Mandela ever called a terrorist? Yes, he was called a terrorist by the whites because the ANC, armed wing of ANC at the time, were actually going after the whites. So using this same narrative here, brother, I do not have any problem with the approach awareness of a lot of what some of you have done, okay, in that space, all right? I am aware of the unknown gunmen when it all started. It was totally political, okay? And we know the political ones that they actually sponsored to go out there and do stuff. But what we are saying now is that if the people we are fighting for their freedom are being gunned down on the street, on the road, and we are making videos of them, is it proper, in all fairness, to still claim that it is done by unknown gunmen when we know that it's not done by unknown gunmen? Is it proper?
Because why I won't answer that question because I don't know who is who. Because when they do protests, when they do NSAS, I'm coming. No.
Wait.
Okay.
You know about the BLA and when they make their videos.
Yeah.
I am speaking from.
Yes.
I have stood on this platform, okay, to defend.
I know you from 2019.
To defend all these lies of unknown gunmen. I said they are political. Until I started seeing videos of our own people making videos warning civilians. They are not soldiers. You get that now? These are not soldiers. These are not Igbo policemen or what have you, like you said, right? I'm talking about civilians who get caught up in the crossfire. Tell me you haven't seen that. That would be so much like.
I didn't say I did not see that though. But I want to ask, I want to say this.
Yourself, how do you feel? Does that correlate with what you believe in as a person who have fought, in fact, who have sacrificed his own freedom to have to leave that place? Does some of those things you have seen lately, do they correlate with your belief at all?
For me, yes, because they said obedient is better than sacrifice. Exactly when they say don't go, one they don't go out, you go out. Whatever you see is what you take.
That's really
obedient is better than sacrifice. When they said stay away from this place, you have to stay away. Then I also want to clear one thing from you.
Okay.
Mazdan account form ESN, we all know, right?
Yes, he did.
And he said, do you hear when he said that the time will come when we are going to form our army? Do you hear that?
Yeah, I remember.
Do you hear that Mazdan Akano was in prison, asked that Simon Ekpa should give a slot on Radio Biafra? Do you hear that?
I've said that as well. I hear that too.
Yes. Do you know that now Simon and Mazdan Akano also said that Simon has come to bring a new dimension? we had it from Maznandek, and he also said that we must listen to him and share his program accordingly.
Yeah.
That what is it? I hope you had this.
Of course.
And now Maznandek has formed ESN, and he said a time will come, we form our army, and Simon has formed the Army of Biafra Liberation. That is BNLA, like you said.
Right.
So why I make all these references or ask all these questions is I want to tell you that the way you rule your house is not the way I rule my house. Okay. The way you say things is not the way I say things. And I also want to say this: the way we Africans see things is not the way the European world see things. Simon Ekpa is still remaining in Finland, a citizen of Finland. Yeah. As of now, this matter that is boiling up now, has this matter been concluded?
You're asking me? No, it's not. It's still very much at the early stage.
Okay. So, and the same people now who called him back for this matter is the same people who called him time of P2B, the one when this incitement started. Is it not them? So, I want to tell our people, never you dance a music, say, I will kill this person. This person has come to the end of the road, where you are not the one who will judge the matter. We are going to be listening from here to Finland and hear how they will judge Simon. Is it not true?
Well, that is fair, yeah.
And there is things for your own eyes. You see it as these things, they are good this way. In my own eyes, I will say they are bad. Is it not my own opinion?
Well, that will be your opinion. You're right.
Why I say that you are
like taking.
Do you know why I say?
I'm gonna.
Do you know why I say that? Okay.
You passively just felt like once people disobeyed you, whatever they see is their choice. I don't think that's human enough, Baba. Don't you think? Like if I disobey you, whatever I see, I should take it like a civilian. That is. Don't you think that is pretty much like extreme? Is that the kind of Biafra you want to actually and give to people?
That is why I said no. See, do you know why I said this?
Tell me.
That is why I said that things that I am happy to do is not things that you're happy to do.
Okay. Okay.
That I want you to understand this area I'm going now, because for me,
I hope I just find it a little bit extreme,
I hope I hope you see me that I come out plain. I told you that even to this moment, I stand with Simon and what he's doing, because that is what Nigeria government need to hear. Simon is not killing any civilian in Biafra land. I want to tell you this: those who are killing civilian in Biafra land and Nigeria and their police and the agents are the one killing civilians. So, as you see Simon gone, those things the whole time was only meant for Nigeria police, Nigeria army. I want to ask you this: have you ever one day see Biafra Liberation Army on the road who said, today we are patrolling, we want to kill army? Have you seen them?
No, except when they are actually doing it. I've seen their videos.
No. I said, have you? If they ask you in Biafra land, where you see who are those who has armor tankers in Biafra land that is coming? Is it Simon or Biafra or Nigeria government?
See, we are not kids here, okay? See, some of these questions are a little bit far-fetched, okay? Asking me if have I ever seen the tanker and all. I'm talking about those who made videos themselves of shooting at civilians, not the soldiers. I've seen them ransacked checkpoints. Okay, these were those who had guns. I'm talking about civilians who got caught in the whole crossfire. Fine. He told them to stay at home if they disobeyed, whatever they see. And I think that's pretty much answered it all. But I love this engagement, though. Let's give another people a chance. Okay, thank you so much for calling.
Okay, all right.
You have a good one, Baba. Nice one. I mean, this is it. You know, we can agree to disagree in a way, but my own point is just that the type of freedom that people would love, in my own opinion, should be the kind of freedom where if I disagree with you, okay, it shouldn't be a death sentence for me. Okay, if you want me to sit at home and I said I'm not sitting at home, in a democratic society, that shouldn't be a death warrant. Or it seems like people don't see it that way. And fair enough. If that is a matter of people have they don't really have a say, which is the reason why we are here now. Okay. The fact that civilians have been caught. When Nnamdi Kanu spoke about the armed soldiers, killing the people in eastern Nigeria, kidnapping them, destroying their properties and all of that, eventually people are going to fight back. So if you have an army to fight for the people, ordinarily the training should include, if I see gun in your hand, it is my duty to fight you. But if I don't see you with a gun, there's no point in shooting at you. But it seems that not everybody agrees to that in this manner. But let me take this. Hello.
How you doing, General? Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. I can hear you, Saulu.
How you doing? How you doing, sir? How you doing?
I am very well. Oh. And yourself?
Good. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you for asking. And I know I don't know how come you are tonight, but the last speaker,
when you know that blood is boiling right now from all sides.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just have to be
It's
the
understandable
intermediary in that regard. I cannot be boiling too. It will just be so
it's
obvious
understandable.
that even though I'm trying to be calmer and be balanced, there are so many people who don't agree with me on that. They still believe that you are on this side, you are not on that side, and all that. But it is what it is.
Yeah, you're right. And I follow Kanu very, very well when he went to America. Yeah, and he's got the legitimacy of his people at that time. And we have made a lot of broadcast about this. You've analyzed things very well. And you've asked people what their opinions are. I support what they are doing, trying to agitate for their people. But in my own opinion, like I've said on your program before, the moment people come out and you tell them that if you don't sit at home, I'm going to kill you, that is the extremist view. This is my view, to be honest. And I think that's the only thing that changes the whole thing in the Southeast. And it's a shame, really, because we want peace, everywhere in Nigeria, including the Southeast. And I think that's the moment. My moment, to be honest, is when you harm people under a government, a sitting government, when you harm people. If you use your legitimacy of your people to control them, to tell them what to do, to open their eyes, like what you are doing on your program on daily basis, and we appreciate that. That is fine. But when you then give guns to people, you might not be able to control them. And that's what we've got now, that people want to go on their daily basis, children want to go to school. But you go out there and start telling them, I'm going to force you to sit at home. And the last speaker was saying that is okay. I'm not sure about that, to be honest. But this tempo of truth that we say our opinions.
Unhindered. So I will just engage with you and be like, okay, right? Because a lot of people are listening to us, including children, man.
Yeah, I know. I think they are very brave men, Simon, and I don't see much difference in them. But it's just forcing people to Simon and Khan, just forcing people to, because not everybody, like we voted in the UK to leave the EU, almost 50-50. Some people disagree, some people say yes, but you can't force people to support what you are saying.
That mindset that there will always be people that will not support it. So how do you win them over? That should be your call, but
don't let me take your time. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much as well. Okay, let me take this. I have our time is almost up, but let's keep hopefully let's make it snappy. Hello there.
Thank you very much.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Hello, my police. How you doing, man?
I am very well. How are you?
I'm okay.
Grant, you might need to please mute the broadcast behind so that we can hear ourselves, okay?
Oh, okay,
Yes, sir.
You can hear me better now.
Better, yes, I can.
Yeah. My name is Michael. I'm speaking from the United States.
Hi, Michael.
Yeah, I'm good, bro. All this thing that is going on is really pathetic, though. But I see and I read a whole lot of comments here. I would like for now just to hide my identity. But trust me, I happen to be one of the insider in the IPOB here in America.
Oh, bless you, man.
And I know I can tell you, with all confidence that I know what I know. You know what I'm saying? So you see, this from the onset, Samuel Ekpa was working with our leader and all the stuff. So,
That's
but
amazing.
yeah. But the deal, all this thing that are happening now, DOS cost everything. Because personally, to me, they don't have a leadership skill.
Right.
When Kanu was rendition, I was expecting them to be able to bring everybody together, but they
Yeah, I
never
did
did
see
that.
that too. Like the whole thing was so mismanaged that it
Yeah,
became, it became so. I mean, well, it led us here, Sha. That's it.
yeah, they failed woefully. Then I was actually taking record. I was just watching what is going to happen and all those stuff. At the time, I started seeing ESN that Kanu organized. Then ESN started coming out from their camp
The
to come and look
forest.
for food.
Hmm.
To come and look for food. But that was the end. That was when the whole thing. That was the beginning of the end.
Right.
You can imagine somebody that is in a camp coming back home to come and look for food.
Hmm.
That was. I now began to see the reason why Samuel Ekpa took over the whole struggle. And again, Samuel Ekpa in himself, is a Kanu has also put a seal on him that people they should give him a slot because Kanu saw something inside of him, but these people refuse. My even there's a lot happened
I know.
that I might not be able to tell you here. Trust me, a lot happened. I'll just say it point blank that these people sold Kanu. You know, there's a lot. There's so many things happening. Even right now, they're even taking Kanu brothers to court in Germany. Why? Because of the money, 500 or 700,000 euro that they're trying to bring out.
Right.
A whole lot of things has really, really went wrong. I know that was why, if you see me, I wrote a comment here. I said, Bible, I understand you don't, there's so many things you don't know. I wouldn't blame anybody if they can just come out and say anything. Everybody can, it's a free world, There's so many things happen. These people messed up the struggle. Even like, at the time we got to not understand that some of them are sharing money behind and all. It's so pathetic, I was no just like I was following the Yoruba struggle too. I remember when what's the name of this elderly man that was spearheading with Igboho? The man, I think the man was,
Yeah, and cool. Yeah.
yeah, the man wanted to use you to raise fund at a particular time. Because I was following, I was really, really deep in the struggle, both Yoruba nation, Biafra.
Yeah.
I was listening to Yedara. I was listening to every one of them at work, at office, every time. I was just there, because I really want out. You know what I'm saying? So, but these people at the time, I saw how these people, how they played you, how they started complaining, how they started, even Koiki, I was following Koiki and all that. I
Long
said, but
story. I know.
if all this is a long story, you see, all those things that transpired, just something like that would also happen in IPOB. You know,
You see,
some people that you call,
that is why I have not taken that credit away from
yeah,
the young man, Simon himself.
mm,
Okay. So one thing is
yeah,
just that we wouldn't be here, okay, if in the last 1.5 years or so, right, the whole
mm,
struggle did not lead to civilians becoming casualty of the struggle. That seems to have been the Achilles heel. In fact, it is what these guys are holding on to. When they got him last year, right, he categorically told them, I'm fighting for my people, speaking up for them. They had no reason to hold him, remember? Because he's done nothing
yeah,
wrong. Saying something doesn't mean that he's doing anything wrong, right? But this time
yeah,
around, the last 1 year, we've had the same people that we were supposed to be kind of like speaking for, fighting for, right? Subjected to this level of violence. And it's justified. He glorified it. A lot of us are simply tucked away in all this part of the world, right? And if the people who are kind of who are already under the siege of the Nigerian, autocratic occupation, guess that, right? Are also facing or getting caught in the crossfire of the people who are supposed to be fighting for them. No matter how much people try to deny that, Simon never denied it. Go up to his social media. It's there. You get what I mean now? We used to kind of see unknown gunmen this, unknown gunmen that. But it seems to be like so, was craving for that, to glorify all this violence in a way that people were supposed to be speaking for him again. Then they had reasons to justify why, he can't be speaking for us. That's the bone of contention here. And that's actually why he's being held as we speak. It's not because he's fighting for Biafra, remember? It's not because he had all these issues with all these guys.
No,